And welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Bilbo here again with another battle replay of Alternative Reforged. Today, I'm going to be playing as Cardolan, and Rusty, again, is going to be playing against me, as this time as Harad, though, instead of Angmar. Um, and this is on a map that I made as part of my um, soon-to-be renamed submod. As of the moment, it's still called the Alternative Reforged submod. I'm going to rename it the Ultimate Compilation submod for Third Age Reforged in the next version. Um, there's still some work I gotta do. I've got quite a bit done with Arid Lewin. There's still a lot of coding work to do and whatnot, and I'm still looking around for models to use for some of the elite units I want to have for Arid Lewin. But I think you guys are going to like it when it's all said and done. I've also actually started going in and adding unit cards. So that's... I know how to do it now. It's just tedious, and because I don't really know how to use a lot of the modeling software that most other people do, and a lot of the image editing software, like Photoshop or GIMP, I only know how to do very rudimentary things with it. Um, the quality of the unit cards isn't. It's okay, I think, uh, but it's not as good as the normal ones in Reforged. So just have to bear with me with that. You can still make out what each unit is for sure, um, relatively easily. Um, and I'm working on renaming a lot of units. Anyway, there's a lot going on, and I'm still in med school, so it's all starting to catch up to me. So I'm sorry if I this week if I didn't get a second video out like I intended to. But anyway, that's Bilbo done ranting here and making excuses. So we'll go ahead and go through my army comp real quick. I'm just going to blitz through it really fast. So I brought a ballista today. Done Menhiriath sharpshooters. Greenway Garrison footmen. I think Windy Pops had said he wants to see what Cardolan's like with a lot more Greenway units. So I've decided to take up on his advice from the replay where he featured me playing against the one and only with Harad, and so I've taken more pikes. So I brought Wardens of Tyr and Gorthad and Tharbad Warhammers. I've brought Hearthguard of Amon Sul. These guys are actually not what you guys are used to. I think they fire AP arrows now. Felt like they were good in the standard version of Reforged, but they just didn't really have the punch that I felt like they needed to justify their cost and to justify their position as being like a general's bodyguard unit. So that's what I've done. I've given them AP arrows. We have the Minotaur and Sword Masters. These are the mercenary war chiefs. I don't think they come with an armor upgrade anymore. I think that was one of the changes I've made to them. So there they are, Minotaur Roman Sword Masters. The Mercenary Guildsmen, I've brought one or two of them, because I was expecting him to play as Angmar. So if you're wondering, Bilbo, why'd you take so much AP? He's playing Harad. Well, I didn't know he was playing Harad. He finished his army composition before I did, so I was expecting Angmar, and so that's why I brought a lot of AP. We'll make it work, though. We have 2 units of Greenway Garrison Archers, and did I go through? No, I haven't gone through these. Minotaur Roman Sword Masters, Mercenary Guildsmen. I think this is still the same unit, Mercenary Guildsmen, yep. And up here, we've got our second unit, Greenway Garrison Footmen, Minotaur Roman Barons. These guys are... They look like they're Silver Surfers from a distance, but when you get in close, you realize, no, actually, that is just their model. They're kind of bizarre. So if I can, I don't know, maybe one of these days I'll try to figure out a way to dull the shiny a little bit, but we'll see. What do we have down here? We've got the Minotaur Roman Gatekeepers and the Menhiriath Sharpshooters, second unit crossbows. Right. Right. So this map is, before I go on to Rusty's army, this map is called River Valley, and it's supposed to represent um, an estate owned by the Prince of Cardolan in the Gwathlo River Valley. That's what this is. And there's several like small towns all around it. Um, there's one here, there's one there. There's a lot of farmland in the area as well. This is a very fertile river valley, so it has a lot of farmland and a monastery, and it's got a church somewhere too. I think it's the building I used for it. But anyhow, this is supposed to represent the valley of the Gwathlo River, and as I said, all of this is owned by the Prince of Cardolan, and it's supposed to be like a. This estate's supposed to be kind of like a defensive point, because it's this hill here is the only way into the heartland of the Menhiriath, and if you were to keep, because I've made a road that goes all the way off the map, and that's designed to lead you into Menhiriath and Edwythe, or you can take this road. Let's see, it's back over here, I believe. Yeah. So you can take this road here, goes off the map, and that takes you, tracks along the Gwathlo River Valley up to Tharbad. So that's kind of the lore intent behind this map. And so we'll show what the attackers are doing here. So yeah, for anyone who wants to play on this map in the future, it turns out that Team 1 is the defenders, and Team 2 are the attackers. So, like most normal maps in Reforged. Anyhow, we'll do Rusty's Army of Harad. So he's got... Who had warriors? I think he's got 2 of them. Yeah. He's got Southron Pikes and Southron Warband. We got Beast Hunters. Yeah, that's the other one. Mughal Warriors and Mughal Beast Hunters, sorry. Trollmen, Dismounted Serpent Guard, Dismounted Serpent Guard. Demons would be very useful. More Southron Pikes. A lot of these things have AP. I can't remember if Warband do or not. I know Pikes do. We have Warriors. Dismounted Serpent Guard. More Serpent Guard. I was going to take 3. Trollmen and Champions of Neferet. So he's gone, like most Harad armies you see, he's gone really deep into the AP. He likes to bring Mughal Beastmasters, and they're kind of an interesting choice. I don't really know too much about Harad. I'm actually going to recruit Rusty to help me make the expansions to Harad that I want to make, because he knows their roster better than I do. But he's got Mumakil, and one change I have made to Harad is that the archers on the back of the Mumakil are better. In future versions, all great beasts, regardless of what faction, regardless of what they are, will no longer run amok if they can rout. So Mumakil would be included in that. That's one of the changes I'm mulling over, because they're so easy to counter, and as I said, they can still rout. So I just don't know that the running amok thing adds enough to the game, in my opinion, that it's worth it. But we'll see. And then we've got the Black Serpents. Okay. And I think that's everything he took. Oh, I think he's got... I don't know if he's got a ballista somewhere. No, I don't think he took any artillery. Alright, so let's get started. And I will just zoom back up here. Now, Rusty's not going to be very happy with me for posting this video first, because he wanted me to show... he wanted me to post the video where he wins on this map. Rusty, whenever you inevitably watch this, I did try, and the game kept crashing, so I will go back to it. I just said, screw it, I'm going to try this other one, see if it works. If it works, I'll do it first. I'll go back and do the other one after I've gotten it to work. We played a game on this previously with, because these are just test games, really. We're testing to see like how much of an advantage does each position give to the defenders, and turns out that down here, if you engineer the funds to reflect a siege, the defenders get it kind of rough. So yeah, so I tried to defend with the newly revamped Dolamroth versus Angmar, and he absolutely steamrolled me. So I decided, okay, let's do a rematch, and let me actually take the high ground and see what can be done here. Now, I wish this... See, I have tested this just with AI in an 8-player game. The bounds of the map is like way back there, so you can actually use that monastery there, the town there, the little hill. This whole side of the hill becomes usable for attackers, so it's not as overpowered of a defensive position as it is in a 1v1. I'll try to make some maps that are designed more for smaller games, like 1v1s or, at most 2v3s. Yeah. Really all I know how to do at the moment is just how to use Reforged assets with the world creator, and it comes with the mod. And I know how to make cityscape sorts of maps, field maps. I can't really make true siege maps, unfortunately. Tragically, it's a lot more work to do those. So Rusty's coming up the hill first with Beast Hunters. I think he's going to try to get some jabs in my face. Not necessarily the worst idea, although I think I would have had the Serpent Guard. Or what else are there? God Warriors. Yeah, I would have had the God Warriors and Serpent Guard maybe go up first, but, I think they'll do okay. Do they have a shield? They do. Okay, so that's not the end of the world. So I think I was trying to fire with the garrison archers, but they just couldn't get a shot from right there, so keep that in mind. You're going to need your archers to be a bit closer if you're taking out this defensive position. Otherwise, you're going to have to... You could fire at something from back here, but you're going to have to fire up and over. And a lot of these shots are from dirt, but we are getting a good number of them down here. Into the... I think he's bringing a warband, yeah. Warband and trollman. Okay, he's really coming in hard here. He's got his demons set up, so I am going to try to box him in with Greenway Garrison Footman. He doesn't have his pikes up here yet, so the Greenway Garrison Footman, decent pikes for their cost, will do a good job holding these guys back. We'll send in the Guildsmen, even though, because actually, of all the units that Guildsmen could be useful against in Rod's roster, it would be the Serpent Guard, so, maybe they won't be a total waste for them. And again, I was expecting to play as Anglers. Normally I wouldn't if I were expecting to play against Rod. We have Blue-Hot Warriors coming up this way. They're actually doing alright. I think it's just because it's kind of tough for my pikes to get the most use being on the hillside like this. But they're doing okay. Yeah, we've turned it around a bit now. And it's really going to be nice. I still have footmen here. If I can get... See, I'm busy trying to organize this line here. And I actually stopped to, consider my options, because I noticed these Beastmasters coming up. And I decided, if I can get some archers or some ranged units over here, I can fire up to the side of these guys. If I can just... And then I can get some guys up on the hill, firing down. Yeah, see, I've got the Greenway Garrison archers firing down at the Beastmasters. I'm not just going to let them throw jabs in my face. I was hoping they would start going down a little bit faster than they are, but fair enough. I am only shooting with militia archers, so it shouldn't be that devastating. But I decide, no, I'm not going to let them jab me in the face. I'm going to move my boys down, try to get some pikes into him. And even if he runs off, I'll just wheel these guys around and slam the trap on the backside of his forces there, because he doesn't seem interested in charging my side. He notices what I'm doing, and we have shredded them with all the archer fires. I think I've got more than one archer shooting into them now. Yeah. So yeah, this is just a really overpowered defensive position. So I got to give Rusty credit for doing what he's able to do. His Trollmen are winning. So once they get into the fight, they will really start to hurt my pikes. And I got to start moving quick, because my pikes are going to run out of steam. Got Minotaur Roman Swordmasters, and now they'll really be effective against a lot of the infantry forces of Barad, given that they've got a good weapon skill. They have a shield as well, I think. Yeah, they've got a shield value. It's a low one, but it is a shield value. They're well armored, and they've got a pretty good attack, so they'll be exactly what the doctor gives Barad. And as I said, yeah, I've got my sharpshooters here, crossbows firing up into their side. Volley after volley after volley into them. What am I firing into? Yeah, I think there's Trollmen I'm trying to shoot into. Yeah, I'm trying to shoot into the Trollmen with those crossbows. I've brought in the mercenary guildsmen because I've moved my pikes into their side, and that's gonna pay dividends for me. He's moving in his second wave now. Champions and Nafran coming in to take the place of these rowdy warriors just in the nick of time. Dismounted Serpent Guard coming in after them. Warband, Murad warriors. Rusty's pushing hard on the hill. See, if he would take them out of this formation and run them, they could be getting them quite quicker. But maybe he just doesn't want to tire them out. He's got his pikes coming in now. Maybe actually not a bad idea. My pikes are probably pretty much at his stats. Yeah, I've got a decent number of pikes here, and I still have my Wardens of Team North, which will have a name sheet. So I get around to that. Got the Gatekeeper. Oh, Bilbo, what are you doing? Got the Gatekeepers mixed in with me here and Sharpshooters. I didn't notice that. Shoot. I think I do end up separating them. Yeah, that's a bad play on my part. These pikes are still doing pretty good too. They're pretty healthy numbers, and we should have. I think I committed it. I haven't committed the Wars to North yet. I'm going to charge down the hill. I just want to close in with his pikemen before they can. They get their pikes down here. Or what am I doing? Oh, that's what I was doing. They got caught on the pikes. I was trying to charge into the Murad warriors just to give... I'm just trying to give my archers some breathing room here. And he's moving up the Mumakil, and that's really what I've got my eye on. So if I make any mistakes with micro, that's really why I'm terrified of the Mumakil charging me. Charging the serpents in was... Let's see. Well, these are just archers, I guess. So yeah, not a bad idea. I was afraid he was charging them into pikes, but no, that's good. I still have a really healthy number of pikes here somehow. And look at that, he is getting them through, so I need to respond to this. And I do with the Minotaur and Barons. And they will crack open some desert men with their big hammers. Pole hammers, specifically. They'll do good work against them. The Ballista, I'm trying to line up. There we go. We're shooting at the There we go. Got one. And I think he's just noticed it. Yeah, he's just noticed it, but I'm already starting to launch into him, so let's see if they can move in time. So he'll get, if he moves them quickly, he'll be able to get them in. I don't think he realizes what it is that's shooting. But yeah, he's bringing them in now. And oh man, he's starting to rip me apart. He's got champions and map.
Only half the enemy force remains.
That'll be really tough for the Minotaur, the Greenway Garrison footmen to deal with. And he has smashed through me here. I was not prepared for such a hard push. But I think I've staunched the bleeding with more sword masters, and we've got guildsmen. Oh, that sucks. 60 some of them. Man, they could be doing so much more. That's the risk I'm taking here, is Cardolan playing right on the red line. So if I get an unfortunate route, they're gone. That's what's going to happen to these guildsmen. So yeah, he's... Yep. Brought the Mumakil in. And fortunately, a lot of these boys are going to get up again. And I am desperately trying to shut these Mumakil down. So I've got my Hearthguard of Amonsul. They're going to fire point-blank, armor-piercing arrows into them. But at the same time, the Mumakil still have archers on their backs that they may actually have AE arrows now. I can't remember.
Only half our force remains.
Got one Mumakil down. He's just got one left now, so we'll take it down, and then I think if I can quickly wheel back around, we can staunch the bleeding. He's got warriors into my gatekeepers to try to stop him from firing, but I just got the guard posts. They're just going to keep firing into the Oh, beautiful. Point blank to these guys. Now, I kind of wish I were shooting up here, because he is really pushed through my lines. And even my Tharbad Warhammer is going to struggle to hold back the champions of Nakarat, which are down to 36. But so much AP is really going to hurt. Wheel the ballista around. Start firing. Where are we firing? Circuit guard, maybe? Let's see. Well, you gonna fire, boys? Oh, patrolmen are trying to get into it. Ah. Shoot. I think I was trying to shoot down this line here. I thought, man, that could be devastating. We'll try to rescue it here. I've got the Wardens of Tyr and Dwarfhead in now, and they've really saved my bacon. I was getting crushed by all the patrolmen and the champions in that. Sharpshooters in melee are really good. It's one of the things I like about Cardolan. Not ideal against Harad, though, but I just need something to keep this line alive at this point. And I'm willing to sacrifice the sharpshooter ammo if it means my gatekeepers can use all their ammo up. He's got some warband that are getting into me. He's throwing jabs. Oh, the Beastmasters are back. That's what it is. Routing pikes. These demons. This was a really cool little little engagement here. So, brings his demons in, and I'm actually, I am paying attention to this. I'm just, actually not doing as much damage as you would expect. I just can't. I'm just trying to figure out what unit I want to shoot into the demons at the moment, so I'm kind of like paralyzed with indecision. Not a position to find yourself in here. I eventually decide we need to use the Hearthguard against them. But I've got to deal with the stuff that's in here. I got to deal with those trollmen, too.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Really...
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Thank you very much, Officer. Great to know. The Gatekeepers have done a very impressive job getting their ammo used, even while having AP units in their face. Great unit. You gotta take Cardolan and Gatekeepers playing hard. Yeah, so you got this cool little duel here between the Hearthguard and the demons. And given the shield value on the Hearthguard, it's not going to be as bad as you would expect. That's still going to hurt like hell, but, you know. I know he's trying to assassinate my general here. Now that his general's dead, his morale's going to be particularly shaky. Trouble he's going to run into, though, is Hearthguard are very tough nut to crack. One thing I really appreciate about Cardolan. Now we've got our crossbows going into the demons. I want them dead as quickly as possible. It's down to 7 of them. They've just lost my bow for a brief moment. Let's check out what's going on here. Oh yeah, he's just butchering my ballista crew, which, after a while, I just decided, whatever, I'll sacrifice the ballista. They killed if he would normally kill. That's good for me. If it means I can kill everything else down here, which, we're struggling here, boys. What's going on? Swordmasters are in here. Wards and Tier Board that are in here. What are we fighting exactly? I think they're just doing that glitch where they face the wrong way. And
if we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Good Lord. I'm gonna shut these console off these days. I think they were just doing that glitch where they turned the wrong way. But I've managed to win in the middle, so I'm gonna run everything over here after the Trollman. Gosh, one guy left. Or, well, I guess there's 20, but there's just one guy right here. Looks like I don't think we had too many boys that got trapped under the Mimikill this time, which is good news, kind of for both of us, but I'm sure Rusty was hoping he could get a lot more of my men trapped under there. Really, I'm just cleaning up at this point. The game's pretty much decided. We are... He took out 88% of my army, so he may even finish with around 90%. Let's see. Boys are celebrating. We killed the last of the warband there. And I think... Ah, yeah, he brought the trollmen down. He's just finished off the ballistic crew, so we'll watch these trollmen fight to the death. They're going to struggle against Wardens and Tier Gorthad with such depleted numbers, but we'll see if they can inflict any more casualties on them.
This is a clear victory!
And he admits defeat. So yeah, we're around 90% gone. So, despite the clear terrain advantage that I had, Rusty put up a really good fight. I was really impressed with him. And he's still got a respectable number of kills. Um, so let's take a look at what did the damage here. Looks like Minotaur Roman Sword Masters, which is interesting. Followed by a crossbow unit. Thoroughbred Warhammers did okay. A lot of units got over 100, but not many got over 200. It looks like only two. The Swordmaster, yeah, the Swordmasters did wonders for me against Harad. They probably are the reason I won, to be honest. Pikes did pretty solid for militia type pikes. Ballista, eh. I could have done without the ballista, honestly. It did really help with the Mumakil, but Hearthguard really didn't get very many kills. That's surprising. Neither did the Minotaur Roman Barons. I think they'd probably be better. You'd probably see them get more kills if, first of all, the Hearthguard were allowed to fire all their ammo. And second of all, if the Minotaur Roman Barons were fighting against heavily armored but low skilled enemies, I think that's where they shine. But they did about as well as could be expected against an army like Harad. Wardens of Tir Gorthad did okay, though honestly not that much better in the grand scheme of things than the normal Green White Garrison footmen. In fact, they did worse than one of them. Looks like, where was it? Well, two more kills than the highest one. So yeah, they really didn't do that much more, which is surprising. Well, so yeah, so I will try to get the other game that Rusty and I played on this map. Again, it was just Dol Amroth versus Angmar. And it's not exactly as cinematic as some of the other ones that will have been on the channel, but you'll at least get to see what a lot of the new units can do. For Dol Amroth in particular, I haven't really worked too much on Angmar yet, but there will be some stuff coming from them. So, alright, thank you guys. Look forward to seeing you again.